Income tax reform. This is the second bill that was introduced on behalf of the governor. The State Chamber of Commerce, Lincoln and Omaha Chambers of Commerce are pushing very hard with the help of Senator Smith from Omaha, who chairs the Revenue Committee. They contend that income tax relief and reform is much more important to the state than property tax reform. It's no secret, and I share it outside of just our circles as well, but those folks are no friends of ours in balancing the three-legged stool. These are things that we need to work on with our local chambers of commerce. Each of your local chambers needs to know where the priorities ought to be, and that fixing the imbalance and the disproportionate share of property tax burden is the highest priority. We have been working with a group that has been formed called Reform for Nebraska's Future. They are a grassroots organization from what we can tell, and that we're very excited to know that they're at the table and to partner with them. They conducted a study or a survey the first part of this month, and it showed that the majority, in fact 78% of Nebraskans feel that property tax reform when it comes to taxes and funding government is the highest priority, is to reduce the disproportionate share of the responsibility being paid by property owners. It identified that the three highest or most important issues on people's minds across the state were education and health care and property taxes. So the grassroots support is there, creating the pressure on the senators and the governor to do what needs to be done is where a lot of our work remains to be done, not only by your staff here in the Farm Bureau office and working at the Capitol, but also by all of you across the state in a grassroots effort to create the pressure that needs to be there to force them to act. Senator Smith's bill, and we got a very good editorial from the Lincoln Journal-Star saying that this does almost nothing for anybody except the rich. But before anybody would benefit from this income tax reform package that the governor had Senator Smith introduce, and Senator Smith is wholly supportive of it, you would have to earn roughly $36,000 before you even got 1 penny of tax relief. Well over $72,000 for a couple, and I'm rounding these numbers, but and if you're a couple making $500,000, it would generate about $3,600, or I think maybe $3,700 in income tax relief. Their contention is that income tax relief is more of an economic driver than property tax reduction. We strongly disagree, because property, especially ag property and commercial property, are inputs to a final product, and overtaxing property or an input into a business is not sound tax policy. So, the lines are being drawn, the battles are there, but we want you to understand not only the substance of the bills, but also the political lay of the land.